loaded question.
Ashes to ashes.
Hello, and welcome to Till Death Do Us Part, the podcast where we explore everything related to death, funerals, and stories that connect us all. I'm your host, Mike Hamlar from Roanoke, Virginia. We got a great show for you today. What's up, team? Yeah, happy Labor Day to everybody. What's going on? Hey, hopefully you all were able to enjoy some family and friends today, had a hot dog and all that good stuff, and enjoy a day off, sometime off. What'd you say, Charmaine?
They call hot dogs glizzies where I'm from.
Glizzies.
That's a B-more.
Why you be trying to claim every damn thing? They call them glizzies everywhere. It ain't just because you
a
glizzy or a hot dog. A hot dog.
Hot dog.
In the country, that's what we call it.
Y'all just made that up. I ain't never heard of no damn hot dog. Y'all just made that up. Stop
Somebody could say hot dog, so
stop lying on second. This is second Sunday. Stop lying on second Sunday.
That's because you're so close to the border. I don't know what they say in Spanish.
Aricabi.
They say what?
You guys are terrible.
Dog.
I know that perro is dog and hot. I don't know what that is. So I don't know if you combine those two words together.
They call them
caliente. Caliente perro.
They call them weedays.
Probably not.
Flag on the plate, Mike. Flag on the plate.
Yeah, that's
Mike.
a super flag on the plate,
Mike,
bro.
Flag on the damn plate.
We are not eating dogs.
Flag on the plate.
The dog is hot. But what you mean the dog is hot?
Wow.
Yeah, be like caliente, caliente. All right, hey, look, we got a great show today. So this is interactive. So we want everybody that's coming on, all the listeners and viewers, please send us your questions. We have several questions now. I know we have 5 that we picked so far. We'll have time, hopefully, to answer more. So please send them in as you think of them. You know, anything that you can think of, as long as it's not too rated R, we'll answer it. And as long as it don't get canceled.
Rated R.
Yeah. Okay. Charmaine will be answering all rated R questions after the show.
Like episode after dark.
The episode after dark. Yep,
Till death do us part. Exquisite.
Hey, Kathy. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us today.
I know Kathy got a crush on me.
Everybody got a crush on me.
Really?
Hey, look, every day my staff talking about how tall is Adrian? Is he really that tall?
No.
What's up? Miss Stacy in the house.
Y'all shouldn't. I'm tell you something. Y'all shouldn't talk about me to people like that. Y'all just...
Hey, listen, y'all missed it earlier. Y'all didn't see the backstage. He was on the chair trying to reach the ceiling, and he still didn't make it.
Still couldn't make it.
He couldn't make it. I was like, "What are you doing, Adrian?"
Over there, still didn't make it.
Boy, had the whole thing going on. Look, we're gonna go around the horn, do some quick introductions.
People just can't keep a damn secret on some stuff, boy. I tell you, man,
it's
just ridiculous.
Oh man, this is crazy. Hey, what's up, KJ? Oh, KJ said Mike with his beard trying to go back to his younger days on the yard as a Q dog.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, this will be the last show. I'm about to shave it off. You see all this gray?
No, what you?
It's crazy. Yeah, don't do that again. Hey, Miss Jackie. Like she got so stuck in her throat. What are you doing? Hey, Miss Bow, hey, this
CPAP or something.
What movie was that? That was out for movie.
That was from,
hey, Vanessa W. Good evening to you. Happy Labor Day.
The movie with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Talk about Vampire in Brooklyn.
No,
Can't think of
no.
what name it was.
That fool said,
Jesus. It wasn't Strictly Business. It was a Marcus, darling. What
Yeah, yeah,
Boomerang.
um,
Boomerang.
this
Boomerang.
Boomerang,
What's
yeah.
Boomerang? Come on. Hey, look,
Like, I
I'm a
should have
movie
brought your
connoisseur.
ass home last night.
Oh Lord.
I
Y'all made
don't
Tiffany
I had my hair
flashback.
cut
Let's
like
you talk
Halle
about Miss
Berry. I thought I
Eloise.
was
Miss
Halle Berry
Eloise.
back then.
Lady
I had the whole
Eloise. That's who
Halle
you
Berry
talking about.
cut, you know.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
she feeling herself. She went to the
I'm
pool
not
today.
wearing any panties.
Classic,
Okay,
classic.
it is.
Mike,
It is.
Mike,
So
come on, Mike. You know they get too loose, bro.
I know, man. So we're gonna do some quick introductions around the horror, man. Wendell, what you got, Deacons? Where you at?
Good evening, everybody. What episode is this, y'all? What?
22.
21.
The next one.
22.
No, 22. We were
22.
legal last week.
That's right. Welcome to
Yes.
the 22nd episode. We're excited tonight to have each one of you on. It's Labor Day. We hope you didn't labor too much on Labor Day. We're just excited tonight. We're just gonna have a little chill tonight, answer a few questions, a little back and forth, a little chit and chat. So we hope to look forward to everyone, chiming on in tonight. All right.
Wendell
All
gonna
right,
stay
thank you, Wendell.
woke.
All right, Adrian, what you got? What's going on in Texas?
Man, listen, we got a lot of rain going on in Texas. It is raining crazy in Texas
We need
for
it. We need it down here.
the last 2 days. But other than that, man, listen, we are excited. Happy Labor Day to everybody. I did not labor today. No death calls as of yet. And I'm just gonna take that for what it is. But listen, y'all tune in, chime in as y'all have seen us posting. Bring your questions. Today is Q&A day. We just having fun with it. We interacting with you all, and we just getting a little closer and knowledgeable with y'all as well. So y'all tune in. Please like and share on all your social media. Text all the family members you ain't talked to in about 2 weeks.
Well, now, Adrian, you got to let us know when the rain stops so we can make sure that you didn't, just float down the river.
Well, we know you will float.
I may not float, but you know what? I don't have to wear my rubber duckies either.
Well, they won't fit either.
All right, so we're gonna move that down to the bottom. Charmaine, what's up, brother?
Yeah. I won. Yeah.
All right, brother, what you got?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Hey.
you.
Welcome back, everybody. That's all I got. Cause
Why you put your hand up like it wasn't moving no more? You just like stuck.
She can't say too much because she's been praise dancing today.
What is she got on?
Yeah, what is that shirt?
I don't know.
God.
You got on a Lucius Lyon shirt.
Robbie,
Robinson,
good evening to you.
What up, Robbie?
What's going on? James Stoney. What's going on there, James?
Game.
All right. Tiffany, the princess. Who you repping?
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't forget. This is my
That's because you from Philly and you don't know no better.
I'm so geared up. Y'all have to understand. I was chilling today, and us Philly folks, the defending Super Bowl champions, are getting ourselves ready for Thursday night's game so we can beat Cowboys butts. And I was watching the Super Bowl, so I'm still on a high, drinking out my mug, So thank you guys for tuning in. Look, we're here for Q&A. There's stuff that you want to know. I know that there are things that you want to know about this industry, about us. Please put your questions in. We're here.
Not the about us part. Take it out.
they not like us.
About the industry. About the industry.
Charmaine Brown and liturgical praise. Charmaine Brown and liturgical praise is taking me out.
Why you got them tongues, though? What you doing with them tongues, Charmaine? What are you doing?
Listening to y'all.
Hey, look, how about them Cowboys? Nah. I don't know, man. As much as I love the Cowboys, Jerry Jones is just disappointing right now. Then traded Micah Parsons and then called him by the wrong name.
He did that on purpose, like an idiot.
Listen. I've been telling everybody we're gonna get right into it, right?
Right,
as
James,
much money as he paid out, he paid Micah a lot of money. He called him Micah the first 2 times, and then the last time he called him Michael.
What was that?
That was on purpose.
It was in an interview. Yeah, it's on purpose.
Yeah,
and a whole lot of connotation with that. And I don't fool with that mess. But we're gonna go to Warren, the baby. Then we're gonna get right into it.
giving honor to God, who is the head of my life.
Oh Lord.
Wait.
I just want to say that we are.
Hey,
so
Jesus
grateful.
is king.
Wait, hold on, because I can use this as my microphone now.
Oh God.
I'm coming to you live from my brand new ring light.
Uh-oh.
Oh, where's Buckland? Tell him you got
Where's
to light
Buckland?
the lights.
I'm coming with my brand new ring light. That's number one. Number two is we made out the chat.
Tell Buckland.
He said,
You gotta do the background, War. You gotta do the back.
Right. You ain't got the right background.
Listen, my house don't really look like this.
You got Charmaine old hotel background.
Oh.
There we go.
Hey, look, that's like the professional morning at the funeral home. You know they're gonna be there. They're gonna pass out every funeral.
Every funeral
They're gonna pass out. All right, like I said, we got a great show for y'all tonight. We do have some questions, so please, this is interactive. You know we do it every show, every episode. Grab your phone. As Adrian said, call your mama, your dad, or your best friend, somebody you haven't talked to. Tell them we're on. They want to watch. They don't want to miss it tonight. If you got a question, please send it to us. Ask us. There's no holds bar. You can ask anything that you want to ask. Like I said, if it's not too rated R, Charmaine will answer that.
About the industry.
Yeah.
Right. Shout out to my man David Jones out of Houston, Mr. I'll never go on a funeral sloppy, slouchy, or tacky. But he gonna have on a tight ass suit though. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, James told me he itching to ask something.
And a bro.
He itching.
I know.
He said just don't fall in the casket. That must be something.
That's my boy. What's up, Fake Beasley?
And make sure you definitely don't cuss at the service.
Who you looking at? Who you looking at?
Jabs?
Who you looking at?
Speaking of, there's no disclosure disclaimer at the bottom. You see it down there?
The
views of this podcast are those only of the individuals on the podcast. They don't represent any firms or corporations or any organizations. So these are just our personal views. And like I said, we're going to have a good time tonight.
Shout out to the Chief, Kevin Haynes, Golden Gate Funeral Home.
Kevin.
He's on there.
What's up, Blue?
Mr. Phi Beta Sigma.
Brother Harry Wood. What's up, gang? Y'all are the greatest. For the record, the NFC East will look like this at the end of the season. Eagles, Commanders, Giants, Dallas, Pork Chops. Brother Wood, I thought we were good.
I thought we was good, Brother Wood. I really,
thought we were good, man.
Brother Wood, I just don't know why you would come over here and disrespect me like that. I just don't know why you would do me like that.
That's gonna be my.
Oh man.
I didn't think, Brother Wood. I didn't think you would do me like that.
Hey, root to the good bro, Garcia Johnson.
I just want to say we got 36 people watching us right now. I think we can get to that 50. I think
we're gonna get to 100 tonight. We're gonna get to 100. We're gonna get to 100.
Don't make me take offering. Don't make me take offering.
Hey, there you go. Kevin Haynes in the house. We're gonna give it up for Blue Five. All about service, you know. It's all about service.
Kevin Haynes is the oldest Sigma to cross in the last 2 years.
Oh, wait, that's my friend. You ain't gonna talk about
Hey, that's my chief. I could do that. That's my chief.
This is Marsha Gee is on. Said, I'm late. What is the Till Death Do Us Part? Questions about what? Run, Wendal Givens, run. So that's one of Wendal's friends.
Marsha, Wendal ain't running nowhere.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Travis Williams in the house. Well.
What up, Reverend?
We got a bad combination tonight.
The good doctor. The good doctor.
So we try
to allow people time to get on because I know, like you said, you got to tell your friends. They got to tell their friends. And you're going to watch us and listen to us on YouTube and on Facebook.
We got some church announcements. We got some church announcements, don't we?
Yeah, we got a couple things going on. So we're going to get into Mother's Moments. Mother's Moments. You ready, Mother?
We positive this week. Mother's Moments are positive this week.
Yeah, so fortunately we didn't hear about any deaths this week.
No moments.
Yeah, Travis. Yeah, she a praise dancer, Travis. She a praise dancer.
So Mother's Moment.
And Travis say, Charmaine a praise dancer?
All right, Mother, what you got?
Our national. Wow, damn, I was that close to the our national.
Well, now we know who's
national-
gonna cuss on the funeral.
Right. Our national office is having, as always, they have a review session for the National Board of Exams. Can you put that flyer up, please? So the National
With
Board
pleasure.
Review course will be held October the 16th through the 18th. That is before the budget and finance meeting. For those of you that may be interested, or may someone sent us a question about how do you keep going after failing your test and all. This is an opportunity for you to have a refresher course on for your national boards. Now, this is given several times a year, so you may feel free to look on their Facebook page, National Funeral Directors and Morticians Association, on their Facebook, or the nfdma.com is the website. You can look on there. All the information is on this flyer. This flyer will be posted on our website as well if you need that information later on. And then we have the next one of the most exciting pieces of the year, the 40th. Now I'm 40s and under, so I think I still count. I got 2 more years. I think I still count, but I ain't the only one that show up that's old. I'm gonna just say it's a whole
Right.
Yeah.
guilty.
So Charmaine, if I can, let me clear it up for a lot of people who don't understand what the 40 and under does.
Sure.
So the 40 and under is just a subgroup of the NFD and MA. So the NFD and MA is the one that hosts it, but the 40 and under are the ones that put it on and make the money, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So everybody's welcome to come. You don't have to be 40 and under. I know I get that question a lot from a lot of people. So you're going to learn is just trying to get people out there that are younger in the industry.
Definitely gonna learn, but you're gonna have a good time too.
So years ago, this not even this particular set, but years ago, this 40 and under was put together because majority of the time, a lot of the owners would show up to a lot of the meetings and everything. So the 40 and under gave an opportunity for the employees and the children of the owners to come and have their own separate time. Oftentimes, as we're growing up, we can't leave the office all at the same time. So here, as of recent, when I was the chairperson of the 40 and under, our goal was to bring out the funeral attendants, drivers, your secretaries, anybody that forget you, James, anybody that works the funeral home is more than welcome to come, because we have classes, different aspects of
60 and under.
I'm sorry, Charmaine. I'm just putting it up there. I know.
I see it.
That's hilarious.
60 and under in the making.
Y'all young folks better hope y'all live that long. That's all I'm saying.
I know that's right.
How about that?
But nevertheless,
look at KJ's comments. So KJ said the 40 and under is where I started with the NFD and the MA. So
there you go.
Yeah,
see?
good job, man. I tell you what, we definitely love our National Funeral Directors and Morticians Association. We love them, and we know they love us. But I know one damn thing, Charmaine gonna have to get us a check from them, all these damn announcements she be having every week for the DMA.
So they gotta be a sponsor, Adrian.
Yeah, I mean, she be on it hard.
Hey, listen, so the scope is back. I don't know if y'all got the email.
Yes,
the scope is back.
And we were featured in the scope.
There you go. So,
I saw the email.
Yeah, the scope is back. So Scope Magazine is back. So I think it's digital, but it's back.
That's an awesome graphic. My God, today.
Yeah, we in there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, I haven't looked through it yet.
Check your email in the Scope Magazine.
I saw the email, but I'm gonna have to look through it. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that
from the NFD and the May. So yeah, shout out to them for that.
Yeah. Oh well, praise God. They put us in the scope. Hallelujah.
We have a lot of people who are watching, as Mike said earlier, who are not funeral directors but love to support us, and we thank them. So NFDMA is National Funeral Directors and Morticians Association, the oldest Black funeral director and mortician association in the world, the oldest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so international. Yeah,
international. We're proud to be a part of it. And although Adrian doesn't like all the advertising we do. We're proud to be a part of it. And I think some of our officers are on watching tonight. So Adrian, be nice.
Hey, listen, I love our association. Y'all know I do. I don't trip. But damn it, y'all, it's been a 15-minute commercial going on. But
all right, so we're gonna get. Speaking of, it's 8:20, so we got to move along in there. We have another question, Brother Wood. I do see your question. We're gonna get to those in just a minute. And so Travis have been talking about praise dance, the church clerk, and the mortician smoking what cigarette with an oxygen tank.
Man, something wrong with him, man. Something wrong
Yeah,
with
you
Travis,
already know.
man. Travis crazy.
Travis talking
man.
about the oldest black one. And here's Brother Wood's question. So when we get to the question, he said, "I have a question. What was the last family request you had to say no to?" That's a great question.
Charmaine just did it last week.
You can't say that, Charmaine.
Just did it. Charmaine just did it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna hold it. We're gonna get to it.
Right, put it, hold it. Yeah,
we had baby's day out.
Yeah, we got baby's day out, so we definitely got to make sure we put baby up.
Baby look like he just got his ass whooped.
He looked like he got caught.
Look like he got whooped with an extension cord.
Hey, and I got new music coming too.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God!
You don't like the music, Warren?
I got some more up to date music coming.
Like he got gay.
Jack,
He got what?
stop hearing me.
All right,
Listen,
well, what you got for baby's day out? We got about a couple minutes.
we don't have nothing negative that we are going to focus on today. It is Labor Day. We gonna keep it positive completely. Our country is going to hell in a handbasket, but it's all right because it's Labor Day. We're gonna stick to it. I'm gonna save my game because I got a game instead of some announcements. I got a game that I want to play later on. So if we got time for it, we're gonna ask each other some personal questions about our time in funeral service. So we're gonna keep that up for later.
That's right, Travis. Travis, you right. Travis, you right. Travis, you right.
What Travis said?
He got the
Travis
taco.
said he always got his taco meat out.
Oh, where? Hey.
He's on a roll. Travis is on a roll tonight.
Hey, Travis, let's not do too much.
God. Oh my God.
Let's not do too much.
Hey, Travis ain't never lied, boy. He be having it out. You hear me?
Because the last good funeral that you got to take a picture in, it was at my service. So don't do too much.
He was bringing the casket out. I remember he was bringing the casket out.
Yeah. So, all right. So remember,
was that a blackmail statement? Was he trying to say if he say something, he can't work in a funeral?
Don't stand on my casket no more.
All right, make sure y'all check us out on the website tilldeathdous.com.
Oh man,
take your church van and sit on down.
That's a good segue right into what we're gonna talk about tonight.
Let me sip on my repast tea.
Repast tea. Jesus. All right, so tonight, question and answer, Labor Day edition.
Are you drinking out of an urn?
Question and answer. Pull it back up. What you do?
He said his cup looks like an urn.
Let me see. Is it urn shape? Got the urn shape? That's one of those
cremation urns.
That's one of those scattering boxes. That's a scattering box. That's a scatter.
It's a scattering urn.
Oh my God.
I'm not laughing.
Y'all right.
So here we go. We got a couple questions. Let's do Brother Woods first. I think Charmaine answered it, but we're gonna come back to it. So
you didn't put him last with that disrespect today.
No. What was the last?
That's our frat brother. So we're gonna hit this one. I have a question. What was the last family request you had to say no to? This is Charmaine's all the way. What you got, Charmaine?
A repass and programs.
Won't be no chicken.
Explain that.
Won't be no potato salad. Won't be no green beans. Till you pay the bill. Won't be no roll.
Come on,
won't be no sweet tea. Till
you forgot
this contract you got.
Well, that's it.
You forgot
why you canceled the repass, Charmaine?
Because they ain't had my money. That's
what up, Jesse?
As Mike said, say it again last week, there's priorities when it comes to a bill. If your desires are to go to the cemetery, your first priority is paying the funeral home. Then you go to the cemetery. Then you have all of them extra unnecessities. And I said unnecessities.
Okay, all right.
That you want. So yeah, I had to say no, ma'am. You have to pay me before you do all that.
So
and she was using my asshole, so it didn't even make me no. Never mind. You still got to pay the first bill.
Okay, so they want to use your so they still can have a repass. You just can have it at your place. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but you still got a bill.
No, you remember they raised the money. They said, we got the money for the repass.
Yeah, they raised the money for the repass first instead of the funeral.
But they didn't have the money for the funeral bill.
Oh man,
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm not a salesperson. So I think try to sit here and finagle your money around. No, ma'am. First thing first.
So to that question, I would say let's get our priorities in order. All right. It's just like we talked about before. People pay the cemetery costs first before they come to the funeral home and try to figure it out. Well, you're not getting to the cemetery unless you go through the funeral home. So you got to kind of get that priority, in order. So that was a good question and a good answer there. So we got another question on here. Let me see, where was it? Robbie Robinson, what was the craziest request you received and did you honor it? Craziest request that you received and did you honor it?
So one of the craziest requests that a firm that I helped with at one time, and it's something that we see on the internet and all that kind of stuff really seems now, was to put a decedent in a chair and versus the casket, and they placed him on the pulpit, ex-pimp, and literally he was where the pulpit would normally sit in the sanctuary, and that's where he was in the throne chair.
Was he a preacher pimp or was he just an ex-pimp?
That Negro was just a pimp, but they literally wanted him in the church, in the pulpit, and where the pulpit stand was, that's where he was, and had his glasses on, had his,
y'all
the lips were slightly. We did it.
So did you honor the request?
We did. We honored it. Yeah.
So did you ask the church? You asked the church, and they said okay.
The pastor cleared it. Like I said, I was on the livery side of things, but when I walked in, that's where he was.
No, Adrian owned the chair. He owned the throne because he had to take it from the dead person to the baby shower, and then it had to go from there to an engagement party.
There you go. I own the throne.
Are you talking about the big king chair?
Exactly correct.
Big king chair.
You are exactly correct.
I know.
They rented the throne chair from me.
So how you clean it when you get them out of the chair? I just want to know.
Bleach.
He said some bleach.
Bleach.
Here's another question. So Travis Williams said, "Can you open his eyes?" That was a request, I guess, from a family. No.
So Travis said about the eyes, but I did have a family that wanted to show the guys grills.
Yeah, we did the grill.
Did you do that?
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
At private viewing, we put his mouth at the private when
I got you.
Family to come in and see that they were in there, but then we closed his mouth.
What did Luther say?
Stupid. Travis is on roll today. So Travis Williams said, "What did Luther say?"
Never too much.
KM North said, "I'm glad you asked the pastor."
Travis been sipping on that Hennessy today.
What's up, Pastor Russell?
Yeah. We've not had.
Chelsea, I see you.
I mean, every day in my hood is crazy, so I can't think of it.
Yeah, you in Philly, you in the hood.
Yeah.
All right. So here's
I
James.
don't think you would want somebody to have their eyes open. I don't think.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
I don't think people realize the condition of a person's eyes when they pass.
Yeah.
It's
not like now.
Just had somebody with their eyes open. It was a child sitting up, or a child figure type sitting up with the eyes open, and had a black eye.
Travis, shut up, Travis.
It had gloves on, so they had the eyes open. They always have unique setups. The Bobby Funeral Home in the island somewhere, they always have unique setups. And if anybody cares, go online and Google Bobby Funeral Home in the islands. I don't know if Ghana or Guyana, but Bobby Funeral Home will do all they setups.
Oh yeah, they do all of that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So, but to them, that's not crazy. To them, that's the norm.
Yeah, for them,
I feel like that's their norm.
That's what they do. That's like the man we showed in the taxi. Remember?
Yeah,
Right.
that was
And
that funeral home.
go back and look for
Yeah, the taxi driver.
the best funeral ever. Golden Gate Funeral Home had a lot of theme funerals. Go back and watch that. That was a TLC segment. Well, a whole series of ever. They had a lot of shows with different themed funerals with the deceased.
Yeah.
Let's
KJ Johnson, we got your question. It's on the board. It's coming.
Let's roll back to James real quick.
All right, here go James Tony. Loaded question. Do I have to use a funeral home, or is there a way we can bypass the funeral home for disposition? Which one of y'all want that?
I can only speak for Virginia. That for the most part, it's like a 90% you can bypass. For purposes of the death certificate, you're going to have to go through. Me personally, I feel like you have to go through because of the EDRS system.
The electronic.
I think families can file a death certificate without a
families can file, but with the special paper, do you know what your special paper is? Like it just
they don't even accept paper anymore around here.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
legally in Virginia they can bypass.
Yeah. Pennsylvania
you can.
So
that's why I said 90%. Like we had a family who literally had us hold their grandmother just because they were going to build the casket, they were going to bury her on their land. I said, okay, bring her to me because y'all are going to need help filing her death certificate. This was in the early parts of EDRS of, oh gosh, I feel like it was yesterday. It's been like 10 years. But, you know, I could print the form off, but they were going to have to take it to their doctor themselves to file it. And at that point, you still had to have the special paper and all of that. So I think they have made it very hard. I can only speak for Virginia.
So were they doing a direct birth for that matter? Because the body would, be a piece.
So this is not a family that called us. This is a family of a friend who they literally called at 11 o'clock at night and was like, hey, so-and-so's grandma passed at 9 o'clock this morning. And we've just been keeping her cool in the house, but we don't know what the process is. And when I tell you that they literally had this lady in the bed in her nightgown, and they kept surrounding her with ice.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, so this might be a couple days process. Why don't y'all bring her to me so we can put her in refrigeration until y'all, straighten your stuff out. But the only thing that they asked us to do was to file. That's it.
Maryland, a licensed facility.
So we said in Virginia, a family member can, next to kin, file their own death certificate and arrange for deceased care and disposition without hiring a funeral director in the state of Virginia. So it is legal.
It's legal.
Possible. It's hard. It's legal. It is legal.
Well, we had a case. It was actually an international case. We had a family that wasn't from the United States. Their daughter died suddenly at a hospital not close to us. I won't use names and anything like that. But they went to the hospital, which was a few hours away, picked up their daughter in their van, put a nice mattress in the back of the van, picked up their daughter. I begged and pleaded with them not to do that. Because this comes to this is just Mike Hamlar method, right? Just because you can do some things doesn't mean that you should.
Exactly.
Right. And that's why we're here as funeral professionals to do things that you probably don't want to do and things that you shouldn't do. Because I can tell you, we've been in this business 73 years. I'm third generation owner. When my dad died and I was there at home, I broke down and I saw this every day. So I can only imagine people who are not used to this, how they would react. So just because you can do this, I wouldn't advise it.
No.
Let us professionals do what we do with the spirit of excellence, and then we can help you out there. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I like how
that was a great question, James.
This is a Mike Hamlar. You went.
Hey man, you got to be very clear. This is just my personal view. This is not
anything
else.
Professional on that. This is a Mike Hamlar. Like you had a whole.
This is Hamlar. This is Hamlar.
Yeah, Hamlar. You the Hamlar.
Next question.
Mike Hamlar thing.
And I mean, That's what I'm saying. It's not a requirement, but I think the states. It used to be everything used to be easier when it was paper. Because it was hey, y'all come get this form, you go get it signed, we fill it out, you can file it yourself, do what you want to do. But now as states are gone more digital, a lot of that stuff is a lot harder. So the code may have not changed, but you don't have access to that documentation without going through some type of funeral home.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
In some shape.
Hey, look at this. Look at Travis. He said Travis Williams said we had a family bring their loved one in a U-Haul from Florida.
That's foolish.
It ain't no different. It ain't no different than when a lot of the Hispanic families, I've seen at least 3 different services where the families have brought pickup trucks, and after the service, we loaded that casket in that pickup truck, and they took their own loved one back to Mexico.
Reckon.
So
right.
With the
transit permit. Somebody asked that about a transit permit.
We gave them a copy of the burial transit. They went on about their business.
Yeah,
it's legal.
So Miss Agnes said, "True, Wendal family can't file their own DC and Virginia. It's a lot harder now, as we said, but you can do it. But again, let the professionals be professional." Next question. That was a good question, James.
You had Brandon Briggs.
Yeah, Brandon Briggs got a question. The question is, can I start an online cremation/funeral business without a license and just contact the funeral home for the work?
No.
Not in Maryland. You ain't doing that shit.
Not in Virginia either.
Can I start an online funeral business without a license and just contract a funeral home for the work? No,
you gotta have a license somewhere along the road.
About here, let me tell you a personal piece about here. No, it's safe. It's safe. If Mike wanted to come here and start Mike Hamlar's funeral service out of my facility, the state board of morticians have to come and inspect my building for him.
The shared establishment.
Right. And he has to pay a regular establishment license. He just ain't going to pay just to hang out. He still got to pay a whole establishment license fee.
Right.
So when it comes to online services, they have to be attached to they either have to have their own facility that has refrigeration, or they have to be attached to a funeral home that has a holding room and refrigeration, and they come in and inspect them before they get licensed. So you can call your crematory cock-a-doodle-doo cremations, and you still have to
come on cock-a-doodle-doo under
the funeral home that you're operating out of. So you just can't have cock-a-doodle-doo and hanging out in my building.
So let me tell you how they're getting around that though, because this is the fine line. You can have Reid's Funeral Consulting.
Not in Virginia, not in Maryland.
You can have Reid's funeral. You can have, Reid's Burial Consulting, and you know what? That's fine. Let me help you, and we are. I can go with you to this funeral.
Brandon said that makes sense. Hey, Warren, to your point,
they found ways.
Listen, we just had a funeral, not even a funeral home. Somebody called us last week and they asked, can they do X amount of services and what would the cost be? Well, it's not us. We're helping another funeral home. Yeah, no. So it was one of those calls where the person died like 30 days ago, was at the ME's office, and they're threatening to either cremate the body. After so long, the ME's not going to hold it. They're going to cremate.
Correct.
So they're trying to get pricing and all of that. You just got to be very, very careful. Look at this comment from Hamilton Mitchell, CFSP. We still take Hispanics to the house for viewings. Anybody ever still do that?
And that's in North Carolina.
Yep. Yeah, we did that about 3 months ago. We did that eternal rest. A family signed a waiver for us to do that about 3 months ago. And the body was there all day.
While we got him up.
We're not doing that in Philly.
While we got him up, Mitchell from North Carolina, I want to say congratulations to him yesterday. They celebrated him yesterday in North Carolina.
Who's that?
Hamilton Mitchell.
Yes, sir.
CFSP. Congratulations, brother. What they celebrated for?
They celebrated him for what?
50 years of being a musician at the church.
Congrats.
Only 35.
No, he's been in the music business. Yeah, he's been in the music ministry for many years, and he's your frat brother too, Mike. He's your frat brother too, Mike.
He only
Okay, brother Mitch.
and they acknowledge him for 35
What's it, Warren?
These guys, man, I tell you. Look, Mama Reid said we had a man take his brother to the West, to West Virginia, I guess, on the back of a pickup truck.
Sure did.
Yeah,
they'll do it.
Did. He pulled
They'll
that
do
F-150. He pulled that F-150 up to the back door and tied that man on the back of the casket. And there he went. On the
Mama Reid, we love you. We ain't gonna tell you what your son said about you last week.
So, Mike, we need to get to the questions that were posted.
Yeah, we're gonna do that now. Let's get to them. But there it is. Aubrey Mitchell, root to the bros. You got to show that before we get to it.
Oh God!
Look, so we did have a few questions.
That's what I'm saying. Now we didn't ask for 511 days for y'all to send questions by inbox, and now y'all that got up here and gonna get in line and rule out the people that paid attention and found direction.
Well, we're gonna get to it. First question: what's the funniest moment / saddest moment of a funeral? Funniest moment, saddest moment.
I have a funny one.
Go ahead, Tiff.
This happened a while back. Anyway, the decedent was a homicide.
Funniest moment, saddest moment. There we go.
It was a homicide case, so of course it was a whole lot of high emotions involved. But when we got to the cemetery that we went to kind of is on a hill. Like it comes to the top point and then it comes down and around. So it's the high point and the low point. The sister of the deceased was she was just overcome. She just kept calling the boy by his nickname. She just kept calling him as the guys are taking the casket up to the grave. She was a big girl. And I don't know what she thought was about to happen, but I think she thought there were people behind her. Oh. And she hollered the boy's name, threw her arms up, and went back. And nobody was there to catch her. And she literally rolled down the hill.
Oh, no.
I was standing behind the hearse. I could not contain myself. I was like, there is no way I can walk out from back here and have a straight face for the rest of the day. The remaining family that found her, well, not found her, but that were at the bottom of the hill, just put her in the limo. And they were just like, we're just putting you in the car. We're done. We're not even going to try to take you back up there. It was.
Look, Travis said it was payday. She said payday.
I think she really thought there were people behind her.
Well,
and even if there was, they wasn't catching her.
I tell you what she did find out is that goddamn ground wasn't gonna move.
Ground didn't. And she just kept rolling to the bottom
Riley
of the
Robinson said, keep rolling.
Exactly. Y'all excuse my language, but Lord, I mean, you just done. I mean, you hit the ground and just went with it, girl.
And she went with
That's crazy.
All
right, next question. What happens when the body starts to stink before they are buried? What happens when the body starts to stink before they are buried?
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, you did. And go ahead, Wendal.
Well, there are several techniques that funeral directors will use if we sense a smell. Usually a smell starts soft and then it will get worse in a couple of days or in a couple of hours, depending upon the body, what the complications were. So if you smell something that is different and something that you don't want to start, you need to treat it then. So I guess the question is, how do you treat smells? If it's decomposition, we know decomposition is hard to treat because decomposition, once it starts, it usually don't stop. There are many chemicals that embalmers use to kind of help, but sometimes you can't cover it up, and sometimes you have to use alternative methods. And I believe we got Philly, Texas, Virginia, and Baltimore. And I guarantee you, each one of us got a different method of covering up a body smell. And it's all to help the family have a pleasant viewing and not have to smell what we smell in the back.
But I tell you one, a good embalmer.
Look, James Tony said, I'm calling the embalmer, getting my money back.
Right. A good embalmer don't show up one day.
What's that?
A good embalmer don't show up just one day.
Right.
In other words, you go back
Right.
and check on that body.
You checking that body daily. Yeah.
Regardless, things can happen all the time.
Anything can happen. We're dealing with the human body, so anything can happen.
Yeah. Tamir Faison said, I was always taught the floor and the ground can hold folks better than we can.
You better know it. You better know it. That's why I tell my colleagues when we be on here and they say, what happens if somebody fall out at the casket? They gonna hit the floor.
Yeah.
They gonna hit the
Floor
floor.
gonna catch them.
We're supposed to help them and aid
No,
them.
you're not. No, you're not. Don't let us play that video of you last week.
All right, keep on moving. Keep on moving.
You didn't.
Okay, all right.
So segue into how do you handle big people?
Woo.
All right, tread lightly. Tread
With
lightly.
How do you handle
Whoever
These are
answers that,
two-part
tread
questions.
With
lightly.
as much
Two-part
help as
question.
you can get.
Can
So
I answer that
two-part
question?
Tread
How do you
lightly.
handle big people? And I heard
Let me
big
see.
people cannot be cremated.
They
So how do you handle
cannot be
big
cremated.
people?
No,
And I heard big people cannot be cremated.
So from a transport standpoint, how do you handle oversized people? There are different methods. We have slip boards. You also can, we still use sheets here. You get them in the sheet. You put tie a knot at the head and the foot end, and then
Travis,
transport them.
can y'all just put Travis off the air for the night, please?
They gonna kick him out. They gonna kick him out. Travis said this one is for Wendal.
Oh God! And then
Text you right now.
nevertheless, and then you seriously just move with caution, because not only do you want to make sure that you're being very careful with the deceased, you also want to make sure you're being very safe for yourself so you don't hurt yourself as well. So you just got to be real cautious. And then as the part two of it, there are definitely oversized retorts, so you can cremate an oversized person. That's not a true
And
fact.
always
You
cremate
can
them
cremate
first
them.
thing in the morning when the machine
And I
is
always
cold.
cremate them first thing in the morning when it's cold.
I learned that the
Early in
hard
the morning.
way.
And
Yeah.
we
You don't
share
want
with
that thing
everyone.
hot.
When we talk about oversized and people who are in need, we always like to be truthful with families. You cannot go get a T-neck or a shirt, a sleeveless shirt and put them on mama because she's 700 pounds and you want to put on a see-through shirt. We need to be relevant with people and let them know there are some measures that we have to take to protect mother, and she can't have a see-through blouse on with V-neck here. We got to have
Common
something.
sense.
Now
Yeah.
I will say this though. Now there are some oversized people where you just got to call for backup. Now if they're over 700-800 pounds, depending on where they at,
Brandon said that too.
When
Call
I
Engine One for manpower.
you call the fire. Yeah, you call the
There
fire
you go.
department,
Right.
and they come out with their chute, and they'll help you.
Right. So families, please don't think that the funeral home is not able to handle that. That's what the fire department is. That's part of their duties as well. So if the
Yep.
funeral home has to call the fire department, it's for your protection and your loved one's protection. Because I mean, they usually know how to handle. I know in this area, they know the folks that are in that weight and size. So they know how to handle people with that type of weight. They have the material and all of that. So we got a couple of good comments. I wanted to show this one too. James Tony said, let's make something clear to the general public. Embalming is a practice, not a perfect science.
Yes.
So James, that is very true.
A quote
So
up in somebody's classroom.
Yeah,
Right.
it is not an embalming is a practice, not a perfect science. Thank you, James.
So
which means sometimes it may not be the way we want it, but we get it close.
A lot of what we do is everything we do it with care.
Yes.
But we do have to use common sense.
Well, we're
So-
supposed to, because everybody don't do it with her. We do in this group, but everybody don't. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do it with care. But from the time that person dies, somebody overweight, everything that plays a part has to make sense. If we tell you, you know what, we're gonna have to do a chapel service because we cannot get in the chat, we can't get in your home church.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
The doors. Yeah, the doors.
Well, why,
yeah.
well, why can't we? She wanted to go to her home church. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We can't get in the church.
What we did,
Travis
we
had
had
a good
an
one,
incident
too.
where someone was oversized, and they were adamant about going to their home church.
Well,
I told that family, I said, then you need to bring 8 of your family members to help us get up those steps to get into that church.
Well, not
guys.
I go measure the doors when we have something over 32 inches. I go measure the doors to make sure it's possible, and I'll take pictures. and let the family know. But I remember some years
We
ago
get through the doors. I'm just
they-
not carrying that.
no, he
They're,
had
they're
put 'em
going to
out
be the ones to
sidewalk.
carry it.
And Travis said something that first thing he said that makes sense tonight. No, Travis. He said,
This one?
if they were sick, please don't. That makes sense. If your loved one is
Oh,
sick,
Lord.
don't put them on the third floor of the
Man,
home.
let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, Travis.
Let me pick it, Travis. Listen, Travis, you hit that on the head, boy. But let me tell you, I had one. I meant to tell y'all about this too, man. I had a lady in some apartments, 2 flights of stairs, the 2 separate flights, in the bed, and she was 783.
And the MEs didn't take that?
She was 783 pounds.
783 pounds in the bed on the second floor. I had to call the fire department. It was about 12 of us. It was about 12 of us.
What was she on the
12
bed?
of
No
us.
clothes on.
Now she had a little gown on, but yeah, it took about 12 of us to get my mama downstairs on that shoot.
You want to know what my answer would have been?
What? Something is wrong with him.
So you said you would have rejected the call, is what you said?
No,
Oh
I
my
wouldn't have rejected, but y'all have a game plan before we get there. Because see what happens, and most people, like if they sick, they're normally in hospice care. They're normally in our area, it's a lot of single wides, it's a lot of mobile homes, and there is no plan in place. They will put these people in the back hallway, all the way down the hall, or there's not a plan. Like if somebody comes home on hospice care or what have you, you know that they're coming home to make their final transition.
Exactly.
There should be a plan
in place.
Right.
Don't call me and then you want me to move mountains and
Literally
make things happen, and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like Warren was saying, and don't be offended when you hear people. When we get the first call, we may ask the person, the hospice nurse,
What's the weight? Yeah.
What's the weight of the person? I've heard somebody say, "Why you gotta know how much my mama weigh?" Because we gotta come get her off the second floor and down the stairs.
Gotta know how to stand.
Yeah. How many men are people to send? Right?
Yeah, and Wendal gonna be wearing cowboy boots.
You know what?
Can we get guys up?
So we got one more question, but before we hit that, James, I mean, y'all on a roll tonight. So James said a 40-inch casket ain't getting through a 36-inch door at the church or around a 30-inch ramp. Y'all just got installed for the church anniversary. So for all you bishops, apostles, and pastors and everything out there, call your local funeral home. They would be glad to go and measure out, and you can see how wide it needs to be for the casket to make that turn. We've had so many churches call us, and thank y'all for calling us.
For that purpose.
Y'all see Travis? Y'all see Travis' question
about toes being curled?
Y'all see Travis' question?
Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that.
Oh God, what he said?
He said when you get an overweight person, what's your go-to method for embalming?
All of them.
That can be a class within itself.
Yes,
we're gonna come back. Let's get this last question. We got about 7 minutes left. So last question that was asked, as Warren said, people follow directions. How did you keep going when times got hard after not passing your national board? I know we talked about the class that the NFDNMA is holding in October. Please look into that. But how did you keep going when times got hard after not passing your national board? We talked about this, and most of us were so long ago.
What was your answer?
My answer that was to KJ. Just to keep going. And then for the most part, just try to, because ironically, they give you like a little scoring grid, but it's not clear to where you're just like, okay, well, I need to go here or go here. So it's more of a mental thing to where you kind of ask yourself, okay, well, what was I already weak in? What area was I weak in already? And just kind of go to that and study on that a little bit more. But for the most part, I just kept studying on everything. Like I literally just kept studying on everything. And just keep going, take that month, because up here, I don't know how it is in other states, but if you fail, you have to wait a month before you can retake it again.
Right.
And so just keep on, just go. I mean, if you have the financial stability to do it, just every month, just keep going,
that's new.
And it'll happen.
Mike, that's new because it was 3 months.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah,
took
I heard that.
when I took it, it was only twice a year.
Mike, can you
Yeah.
explain to our general
Board.
public
It took
viewers what
it
the
took me
national
10,
board
10,
exam is?
10 attempts.
Yeah.
10 attempts.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, us as funeral service professionals or licensees or whatever our state calls us these days, you do have to pass a national exam. So all of us have to pass this exam before we become licensed funeral service
Brandon.
professionals. So it was like 20 years ago now, I think, since I took mine. So I don't know how they do it now. But we were talking about it. I mean, I was on Scantron. We had to do little circles, and
The little
you found out
bubble.
later if you pass. Now you know if you pass right away on the
Well, and
computer.
let me say this too. Let me say this too, real quick. And I don't know
Hmm.
if it's going in a way with other states, but as far as Texas, they're actually making changes. They're in talks and they're making changes to that because it kind of doesn't make sense to necessarily take the national board exam if you're not licensed nationally. And so they're actually changing it to where it's just a state situation. It's a state thing. So if you want to be licensed in the state of Texas, it's going to be state license test that
But
you
we
taking.
already
So
all have state licenses. You
yeah.
got to
yeah,
take the
Yeah,
national, then you got to
you
take
gotta
the
take the
state.
national, then the
yeah,
state. Yeah.
I know that already, but they're changing it to where some kind of way it's just going to be a
Well,
state of Texas
I
thing.
know.
license to own a place either, so we ain't gonna talk about that.
I see what he's saying. He's basically saying if you still have to take a state licensee test, then what's the point of taking a national exam? So some states may transition to just beefing
State.
up their state exam and calling it a day.
Right.
Yeah.
Maryland,
I mean,
Yeah. I think the national exam was for
I don't like
reciprocity
it.
with some states.
right.
They
That's what
had.
it's for. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's like it's for a reciprocity thing. So it's like
Yeah.
if you don't plan on being licensed in another state, then what's the point of taking
But
the
even
national
with
test?
reciprocity, I still got to take that state
that state
exam.
You got to take, but you don't
Well,
have to take the
laws
coursework.
is
I
law.
think that's
right. You don't
that's
have
the
to take the
difference. You don't have
coursework.
to take the
Exactly.
coursework and go through and
Y'all, let me tell you
get
something.
a
Y'all
degree
can't
in
be mad at what's going on now versus
Oh,
when y'all ass took the test.
Look,
I
I know I'm old. I took
You
my
can't
stuff.
blame
Hey.
them damn people from changing up something because you had to do it back then. And that's
So-
another. Let
27
me say
years
that.
ago. Mine was
So
Yeah,
this
you
is
can't be mad at that.
this is where I'm coming from. When I say I don't like it,
Thank you, Brandon.
is
Money
because
grab.
there are already people in the industry that do shoddy work because they don't know and they didn't take the test seriously. They passed the test. They never went back and learned anything different. So if you're going to take away a portion of examination and being able to tell how and where a person is learning and what they have learned and how they're continuously learning, then I have a problem with that because this is not a business where you can learn bare minimum.
right,
right.
right.
You will
No,
have
for
to.
sure. But
And
that's gonna be
I heard,
on the individual to want to do their due diligence, to want to know more. You know what I'm saying? And to
Right.
be
no, but
a true professional of their craft.
I heard on this new test that a lot
That's
of
it, KJ. A flat.
I heard a lot of it was
Ah,
a 40 and under session. Someone called Rhonda Keys Pleasant and told her that he was on a review course, and that review course, the person on the review course also told them stop thinking black funerals. So someone
They told us that in school too, sadly to say.
and told her that they said stop thinking black funerals.
Listen, yeah.
Even here, but wait a minute, even here in Maryland,
You got 60 seconds.
our Catholic churches do things differently. Some Catholic churches are Baptist here. So I mean, go figure. So when you doing the line of session stuff, all that stuff is different.
Yeah, some of our Kojic churches are Baptist. Hell, they got drums, keyboards, organs, every goddamn thing.
A little over, Mike. This is gonna be a little over. But I tell the general,
Yeah. 30 more seconds.
that's
I
constantly
mean,
taking that
yeah,
test.
just a little bit over, but that's the thing though. Like again, you know, I ain't seen like I said, it's done now, but it made sense to certain degrees. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, of course, I want to be nationally held. I want to have 2-3 states. My license reciprocated when it gets to that time. But the thing is that with some people though, you got to be real. Some people are okay with the bare minimum. You know what I mean? They just are. Like, let's just be real.
Yeah,
Some
most
people are
life,
okay
right?
To
with the bare
KJ,
minimum.
Absolutely, Bree.
KJ, the question he had, KJ, we want to just encourage you, man. Keep on going. Don't
Yeah,
stop.
keep going for
Yeah,
sure.
keep going. You get
Okay,
it
about to
done.
let this go on.
Keep going, KJ.
And I told you, KJ, to go to that girl's podcast. That her
Yeah, and I
podcast
think
is amazing.
KJ said he was registered for the class, but we got about another 10 seconds, and we gotta get out of here.
Whoopie. Oh, Whoopie. We done already said we're going to go over.
No,
Look,
we got 10 more seconds to go. Next week, they gotta come back next week.
Whoopie, we're going over. But
going-
what's the next question? Because we had one that was emailed. What was that?
That's it. That's all the
That was
questions.
one.
Those were all of
That
our
was
email
one.
questions.
Next week, this is what we're gonna be talking about next week. Storage from the retort, a lesson in cremation.
When
That's
y'all
a nice
come,
graphic. That thing's scary though, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I like
Look at that.
when y'all can tell what somebody said from that retort, I'll be on, okay?
Was that what?
When y'all tell somebody said what the hell happened in that retort, I will be on.
You gonna be on?
Because who the hell will say what happened in that retort? Who's our special guest? Mr. Bones. He's crumbling.
Hey, look, we had a great show today, man. I really appreciate y'all.
1,700 degrees later.
What did he say when the fire first hit his arm?
Hey, I'm gonna have
Like
Charmaine,
fire shut up in my
Adrian,
bones.
Wendal, Warren.
Oh,
I'm
man.
Mike Hamlar. Hey, appreciate y'all tonight. Great questions. We will see y'all next week.
Adriana
my God.
Kelsey said that. Adriana Kelsey chimed in and said that the NFDMA class